With every shaving and small incision, master artisans turn these trunks of wood into 32 hand carved chess pieces. You can pick up a
Awesome.
plastic set for $20, but a wooden set certified for the World Chess Championship costs $500.
Wow.
Much of the value of a high quality set comes down to how well just one
That's
piece is made.
awesome.
Yeah.
The knight.
It's
There are less than
neat.
10 people who are trusted to carve the knights for the official World Chess Championship sets. So, how are these chessmen made? And why are they so expensive?
So expensive.
At this factory in Amritsar, India, artisans carve the
It's the
pieces for the official World Chess Championship
in
sets,
India.
and the
Yeah.
factory produces only 250 of
Chestnuts are
them
made
each
in
year.
India.
Yeah, they're working hard
Artisans
too.
train over 4 to 5 months, learning to masterfully shape each figure. These small blocks of boxwood were once large
That's
trunks,
really
dried for
important to
3 to 6
know.
months,
Yeah.
cut down, and shaped
Oh,
to the necessary
wow.
size. Each block is attached to a lathe, which turns the block rapidly before artisans begin to carve. Artisans use particular steel tools, called cutters, designed to make the proper cuts and overall shape of a
Oh, boy.
chessman. Once the cutter makes contact, it immediately changes the wood, and
That's
any
really
slight
important to
misstep could
know.
ruin the
Yeah,
final
it
shape of the
is.
piece.
I didn't know that.
No piece is more difficult to
Uh,
produce than the knight. While other pieces are carved in just a few minutes, a single knight takes 2 hours to produce. Less than 10 people are trained to craft knights for these championship sets.
wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Think about the whole world in just 10 people.
Compare that to the 4 to 5 months it takes an artisan to learn how to carve the other chess pieces. But unlike
Wow,
these
four
other
or five
chessmen,
months.
the knight isn't an abstract representation of a medieval figure. It's designed to look like a realistic horse head. It's the
Pretty
most
awesome,
detailed of all the
isn't it?
pieces.
Yeah, very
Good fact.
awesome.
Each
Good
carving
fact.
is intentional,
Yeah.
from the hair
I
on
didn't
a
know
knight's
any of
tail
this.
to the curve of its neck.
Yeah. Takes a lot of time.
The quality of the final piece largely depends on the skill of the artisan. A
Wow.
top quality knight must be completely symmetrical.
Important fact.
Yeah. Well, I'm learning a lot of stuff.
But it's just as important that all 4 knights in the set look totally uniform.
Important fact.
Otherwise,
Oh,
the
wow.
set altogether
Very
won't
good.
be nearly as valuable.
I didn't know none of
According to
this,
the House of
man.
Staunton, a large manufacturer of chess sets, a set of finely carved knights can represent up to 50% of the total cost of the chessman.
Wow.
The other chessmen have specific height and width requirements, designed by architect Daniel Whale. The king must be the tallest, at 95 millimeters, and have a base that's 39
Yeah.
millimeters wide, the largest of them all. The pieces have defining characteristics, like the king's crown or the refined jewel at the top of the queen's coronet.
Important
These
fact.
distinct features
Yeah, buddy.
require more time and
A
effort
lot of
for the
those,
carver.
ain't it?
The king's crown in a championship set should have 8 small cuts and be slightly rounded along the edges. Compare this
Really
king
good.
to the king of a
Yeah,
regular
buddy.
set, which has a much simpler, straight edge design.
Pretty good.
Pieces
Very.
with even simpler designs than that, like a rook, take these artisans 7 times longer to produce compared to regular chess sets.
Pretty good.
If the chessman
I
is
know,
like of the
man.
championship
These guys
set,
know what they're
then,
doing,
you're
don't
only
they?
able to make 25 to 30 kings in a day because it's a very special design. If we are talking about making chessmen for tournament players, which are used in vast quantities, then a carver is even able to make 200 to 250 chess kings in a day.
But the design of these chess pieces isn't solely aesthetic. It can actually affect the outcome of a game. Each
Really
piece
good.
must be the correct height.
Oh
The
boy.
king being the tallest, followed
Affect
by
the
the
outcome
queen,
of the game.
bishop, knight, rook, and pawn.
Important fact.
The detail
Yeah.
features are also essential.
I didn't know
By
that.
lowering the chances a player will make a mistake.
If you see in medieval ages, the chessmen were not really in a good form. The chessmen were round, some of them were spiral. The knights were not even carved in the shape of a
Fun
knight.
fact.
Yeah.
In this form, you can see the kings properly, the knight very distinguished, the bishop has a mitre
Fun
cut,
fact.
the queen
Uh-huh.
is very sharp. So you
The
can
queen
easily
is a very
distinguish
strong
between
piece,
all the
isn't
6
it?
pieces.
Oh, I'd say
This is
so.
known as the Staunton design, the only
I'd say
style
she's
allowed
probably
in
next in
international
line to the
competition
king.
Today.
Really good.
Pieces used in the championship match have an electronic coil, making it possible to track and broadcast each player's move. A full
Really
set
good
with
fact.
this tracking
Mhm.
component costs about $700 more.
Fun
The weight
fact.
of each piece,
Yeah.
along with the felt bottom, are two more significant factors that affect the game. Both make the chessmen easier to use, effectively upping their value.
If the pieces are properly
Mhm.
weighted, then they do not fall while you are moving the pieces on the boards. And also it gives a very nice and a special feel to a chessman.
Some chessmen must be dyed black and dried for 10 days.
Hmm.
Fun
All of the
fact.
pieces
Yeah.
are buffed and polished
learning a lot
3
of stuff
times
here.
before they're assessed for quality.
Fun fact.
Yeah, buddy.
Chess has been played for over 1,000 years, with some form of the
1,000
game
years,
first
man.
appearing in India around
Really
the 6th
good.
century.
Yeah.
Over the past 2 centuries, high-level competitions have drawn
There's Bobby
international
Fischer.
interest in the game.
Really good.
Today, tournaments continue to keep the game popular, as
Really
do
good.
displays of these
Uh-huh.
competitions in the media. The release of the limited series The
Really?
Queen's Gambit on Netflix sent sales of chess sets skyrocketing in November 2020.
Ooh.
Really good.
And
Yes,
although this
sir.
demand is a positive for the industry, it also poses a challenge to chess producers like Aditya.
It is very difficult to find good quality skilled carvers for manufacturing chessmen. And even after 4 to 5 months, 6 months, we don't know if the carver would be good enough to carve a nice chessmen. So nobody wants to spend so much of time and realize that he was not able to carve the desired quality of chessmen.
Without enough experienced carvers, these sets could become more difficult to produce. And it's fair to expect that $500 sets like these, and similarly hand-carved ones, could get even pricier in the future.
Really good.
Yeah, buddy. Boy, I learned a lot of stuff on